Good evening, Husky swim fans, and welcome to Pod Swimming here in East Providence, Rhode Island for tonight's Interscholastic League matchup between your Mount Hope Huskies and Mount St. Charles and Blackstone Valley Prep. So as always, I am your host, Jeremy Abreu. I'll be bringing you through the festivities tonight, some pretty fast swimming, we all hope. I see that we have 10 people out there, and what I like to do in the beginning is always get a sound check and a video check, so if somebody can chime in and let me know everything's loud and clear, that would be great. I see there are already 9 people or 10 people on the stream, which is fantastic. I did a meet this afternoon where there was only 11 people max. And I told one of the parents that I know, I said, listen, I don't know what's going on here, but Mount Hope, they usually come to these meets with like 40 and 50 people. So that's a testament to that Mount Hope pride that we've talked about many times before on this broadcast. So I appreciate you taking the time. We'll see how many we get tonight. Friday night before Super Bowl Sunday, I mean, what else is there to do besides curl up on the couch, favorite beverage in hand, and watch your son, your daughter, your grandson, your granddaughter, your friend, relative, whatever it may be, here at Pod Swimming. So, as you see, your Mount Hope swimmers are in the pool. Little warm-up going on here tonight. Bill Nelson checking in. Bill, Holly Panza. Holly, how are you? Thank you for taking the time to join us tonight. It's really good, too, because Coach Casey was nice enough, and I know she spoke with many of you, to get me some information on your kids. Because it's tough to do a swim meet without any context, and I like to try and make it personal. And there are a lot of good stories to tell behind the scenes, of course, and achievements and things like that. So Coach Casey has provided me a nice little kind of cheat sheet, I guess you could call it, of a lot of the swimmers, achievements outside of the pool, what the coaches say about them. So you'll be hearing me go through that tonight as we move along in the program here. It's also Super Bowl weekend, right? So I'll be looking to hear from you who you got this weekend. I'm assuming, like myself, most of you are pulling for Tampa Bay with the local Brady Gronk connection, but there could be some Chiefs fans out there, so be looking to hear from each of you on who you're rooting for Sunday and what you're doing. I know for my family it's going to be a pretty unusual Super Bowl. We usually go to a friend's house for a party, like typical, but with all of the COVID chaos this year, it's just going to be staying at home and watching it from home. So a little different, but looking forward to it, and looking forward to a fast night of swimming here at Pods. Going to take a quick break in the action here, folks. I'll be right back. I'm right here. I had to have a quick little chat. At first, we were trying to figure out who the meet was against tonight. There was some places on the Rhode Island Interscholastic League site that said the opponent was to be determined, but then we later figured out it was Mount St. Charles and BVP. So those are the opponents tonight. As always, that'll be all the scores and everything gets calculated and tabulated after the fact, as we are now up to 14 people here. So once again, thank you for taking the time to join us here at Pod Swimming in East Providence, Rhode Island for tonight's Rhode Island Interscholastic League matchup between your Mount Hope Huskies against Mount St. Charles and BVP, which I believe stands for Blackstone Valley Prep. I did not realize BVP had a swim team, so that is great. I will also wanted to say, as we start off our program here, folks, if I am pronouncing your last name wrong, first of all, I sincerely apologize. Secondly, just jump in the chat and tell me. We've had a lot of parents that have done that. I feel really bad, and I'm going to wait hopefully till we get more people on so I can be sure that they are on. But for the past 2 weeks, maybe it's been 3 weeks, I've been calling Liam Reich. And I was just notified today, which I'm glad I was, that the last name is Reich, not Reich. So see, I do appreciate that. I do have a college friend with the same spelling of that name that pronounces it Reich. So, Mr. and Mrs. Reich and family, I apologize for the bad pronunciation of your name. And I will try to never make it happen again. I'll tell you though, for Mount Hope, it's pretty easy. Sometimes there are some very challenging names with some swimmers, and sometimes it comes down to just a mental block. You are told the correct pronunciation and you just can't say it. Has that ever happened to any of you? I'm sure it has. It certainly happened to me quite a few times. So, same order of events tonight here at Pods as always. I'm going to run through the lineup real quick for you. So, for the girls, 200 medley relay, we will have Korea, Tiska, White, Wheeler. In the 200 free, we will have White, Cobry, Souza, 2IM, Tiska, and Wheeler. The 50 free will feature Divine, Krizwicki, and McAdams. The 100 fly, Cobry and Carrera. The 100 free, White, Divine, Meg Harley. The 500 free, Krizwicki and Deal. The 200 free relay, there's 2 teams. First team, Wheeler, Tiska, Divine, Cobry. Second team, Souza, Harley, Deal, Krizwicki. 100 back, Korea and Wheeler. 100 breast, Tiska and Deal. And the 400 free relay, 2 teams, Divine, Krizwicki, Korea, White, and Cobry, Deal, Souza, and Harley. That's the girls' lineup for you tonight. For the boys, 200 medley relay will be led off by Aiden Panza, Brandon Nelson, Luke Krozak, and Nick Marsili. 200 free, Kopecky, Perry, and Harley. 200 IM, Reich. 50 free, Patullo, Nelson, Cummins. 100 fly, Krozak. 100 free, Perry, Patullo, Panza. 5 free, Marsili and Harley. 200 free relay, 2 teams. First team, Krozak, Kopecky, Patullo, and Perry. Second team, Cummins, Reich, Nelson, Marsili. 100 back will be Kopecky and Panza. 100 breast will be Reich and Nelson. And the 4 free relay will be Krozak, Kopecky, Patullo, and Perry. And the second team of Panza, Harley, Reich, and Marsili. So I went very fast there. I will be revisiting this as we go through the process. So we have, let me bring a little team chant here. Get a little team chant action for the team out there. All right, a little bit of Husky pride there, going through their pre-swim meet chant that they typically do. As you can see on the near side here, we have our parent volunteer timers, to which we sincerely appreciate. I did not get everybody's name. I know we do have Jen Devine here. So Jen, thank you for timing tonight. And we do have a couple other familiar faces to me, but I don't know the names, so I apologize if you know who it is. Lynn Nave is here. So this is Liam's grandmother and grandfather. Lynn, you should have told me I was pronouncing Liam's last name wrong a couple weeks ago. I feel horrible right now. But anyways, thanks for joining us. Trisha Krizwicki, go Huskies. Thank you for joining us, Trisha. And with that, the girls are lining up. Let's see if we can, on the far side of the pool. So the 200 medley relay is always the first event. It will feature Isabel, Korea, Hope Tiska, Eva White, and Alyssa Wheeler. So it'll be one entrant from the girls' side in the 200 medley relay. We're up to 24 people already. So just like that, you have doubled the amount of people who were at the meet this afternoon of another local high school. So fantastic, Bristol Mount Hope pride. So we certainly appreciate that. All of the time that you are giving us to watch your loved ones in their meet here at Pod. So the officials are ready. The swimmers are ready. It looks like Carrera is going to lead off for us here. All right, Korea is off, and we are underway here from Pods in East Providence, Rhode Island. So Isabel wants to give a shout out to her mom and dad. Some of the things that a little about Isabel. So she's adapting to be an IM swimmer, which is great. Outside of swimming, so Isabel is trained, classically trained on the piano. So fantastic, that's great. Carrera will hand it off to Hope Tiska. There's the transition. Tiska is in the water. So Tiska is one of our seniors on this Mount Hope team. She wants to give a shout out tonight to her parents and her sister Drew. Hope is a 3-time state qualifier in the 100 breaststroke, and outside of swimming, Hope is actually a Rhode Island All-State cross-country runner. So, great achievements from Tiska. She's always a very busy swimmer in the pool here. She'll hand it off to Eva White. Eva is a junior, so she's in the class of 2022. Wants to give a shout out to her family and Christiana Cabral. So Eva's got some pretty good swimming achievements. So she placed at states in the 100 free. I believe that was last year. She broke the Mount Hope school record. She's an honors student, and she's been accepted into the senior all-state band. So that's quite an accomplishment. And we'll give you some more info as we move along. But Eva's going to hand it off to Alyssa Wheeler here, another one of our seniors here on the Mount Hope Husky team. So Alyssa came to Mount Hope swimming team. She was the first USA club swimmer that Mount Hope has had. And she became the team MVP and Rookie of the Year that season. So Alyssa is no longer swimming year-round, but very important member of this Mount Hope swim team. And you'll see she's finished up here. 200 medley relay from the girls' perspective is over. That will bring us to the boys' side, where we will have Aiden Panza leading it off for us. He'll hand it off to Brandon Nelson. Lou Krozak will be next, and then Nick Marsili will anchor the 200 medley relay from the boys' side. As the ladies make their way back to, can't say the locker room, but the far end of the pool. So Aiden Panza will be the first one in the water here today for the 200 medley relay. So Panza is a senior, a lot of seniors on this Mount Hope team. So Aiden is one of them, class of 2021. Aiden is also a certified lifeguard, so able to turn the love for the water into a little money in the summer and off season here. So Panza will hand it off to junior Brandon Nelson. And it looks like Marsili's two of Nick's parents are times tonight. All right. So I think I see them here at the back of lanes 5 and 6. So a shout out to Mr. and Mrs. Marsili for helping us time tonight. We now have Brandon Nelson in the water in lane 2, so he wanted to give a shout out to his parents and grandparents. And an interesting fact about Brandon, so he is in the process of getting an esports team started at Mount Hope High School. So for those of you who may or may not be familiar with esports, basically teams playing video games, and it can be a very lucrative thing out there. So great job by Brandon. Brandon will hand it off to Luke Krozak here. I'll tell you, the time doesn't give me enough to give everybody all of their accolades, but Junior Luke Krozak's in the water. Wants to give a shout out to his mom and dad tonight. Luke is a high honors student, so congratulations to Luke on that achievement. Always books above everything else, so great job by Luke here as you see him in lane 2. He's going to hand it off to Nick Marsili. So I think I may have gotten confused a little earlier when I was talking about Aiden Panza, but I believe I was looking at the stat sheet for Nick Marsili. So Nick's parents are 2 of our timers tonight, which is great. So here's a pretty interesting fact about Nick. He's committed to play Ultimate Frisbee at Roger Williams University next year. So congratulations to Nick. As you have heard me say in the past, I am a 1999 graduate of Roger Williams University, so I hold that school has a very special place, is a very special place to me. That concludes your boys 200 medley relay here. Our next event, as we rotate from boys to girls, is going to be the 200 free. You will have 3 Mount Hope swimmers. In lane 2 will be Eva White. In lane 4 will be Dana Cobry. And in lane 6 will be Serena Souza. So White in 2, Cobry in 4, Souza in lane 6 here for the 200 free. Officials are ready. So once again, it's going to be White in lane 2, Cobry in lane 4, Souza in lane 6. Lane 1 is at the very top of the screen. Lane 6 is at the bottom. So we already talked about Eva White. So Dana Cobry, another one of our seniors here. Dana has been on the Mount Hope varsity swim team all 4 years. She's also been on the high honor roll since entering high school. So that is an even bigger achievement. So congratulations on that, Dana. You'll see after the first 50, it's Eva White in lane 2, followed by Cobry in lane 4, with Serena Souza in 3rd place. Had a nice conversation with Eva and her mother last week. Eva is also a club swimmer for Kingfish, which is based out of Bristol. So she has a very smooth, effortless freestyle stroke, as you can see. So she's on the top of your screen in the black cap. Dana Cobry in lane 4 with the white cap. Serena Souza here in lane 6 wearing her traditional pink cap. Serena has been wearing that cap pretty much all year in every race. Love the individuality there. So White continues to cruise along. She's in lane 2. She's just tapping into her final 50 here, as Cobry will as well in a second. She's in the middle of the pool at lane 2. We're up to 31 people. So for those of you just joining, welcome to Pods here in East Providence for your Mount Hope Husky Interscholastic League swim meet versus Mount St. Charles and Blackstone Valley Prep tonight. You'll see at the top of the screen, White in lane 2. She'll take the 200 free. Dana Cobry, again, one of our seniors here from Mount Hope, in the middle of the screen. She's motoring along and finishing her final 25 here. And we have in lane 6 another one of our seniors here, Serena Souza. So she wanted to send a shout out to her mom, Rosemary, and her dad, Paul. So Serena's had a lot of swimming achievements. She's scored individual points at the division championships. She's also been an honor roll student every quarter while at Mount Hope. So a lot of high-end student athletes here, as you see Souza finish up here in the 200 free. So congratulations to Serena for those accomplishments. As you see, the ladies will be getting out of the pool now, handing it off to the boys. So for the boys in the 200 free, lane 2 will be Kopecky, Gordon Kopecky. Lane 4, Jacob Perry. And in lane 6 will be Ben Harley. So Kopecky, Perry, and Harley here from top to bottom. So we'll start here in lane 6. We have Ben Harley. So Ben is a senior. So Ben wants to send a shout out to his parents, Pete and Heather Harley. He's got some pretty good achievements from a swimming perspective. He's very happy about his 32:40 in the 50 free. Ben is also a varsity on the cross-country team. So a lot of multi-sport athletes here. He's also a 2-year captain for the team. So Ben has been a lifelong runner who has transitioned to the pool and doing a really good job of it. So congratulations there, Ben. So as we catch up on the action here, Jacob Perry is your leader. He's in lane 4. Gordon Kopecky in lane 2. So Gordon looks like he lost his goggles. So Gordon's in lane 2. He lost his goggles. They're around his neck. He's still motoring along here. Jacob Perry continues to have the lead here. Looking for my notes on Jacob Perry, who is a junior. So Jacob wanted to send a shout out to his parents and his girlfriend, Karina. So outside of the swimming pool fact for Jacob, so he performed at the Mount Hope Quarterly Music Cafe and was selected as the student tech manager for the performing arts department. So not just to stand out in the pool, but to stand out of the pool as well. So great job, Jacob. And in lane 1, we have, in lane 2, I should say, Gordon Kopecky. Gordon's a sophomore at Mount Hope. Just like every swimmer, he wants to give a shout out to his parents, which is very nice. He swam at States in his freshman year. As you'll see, Perry finishing up. So it's going to be Jacob Perry out of lane 4, followed by Kopecky in 2 and Harley in 6. And I will tell you, folks, being a one-man show definitely is not the easiest thing to do. So I'm trying to read the bios for these swimmers as you watch Ben Harley finish up here in lane 6. So I'm trying to read the bio, keep track of what's going on in the race, and make sure that the camera is keeping up with the action here from left to right and back and forth so you don't miss any of the action. So that's your 200 free. That'll take us to our next event on the girls' side, which will be the 2IM. We'll have 2 swimmers, it looks like. Hope Tiska in lane 2, Alyssa Wheeler in lane 4. Oh, and we are going to have Liam Reish in lane 6. So we got 2, 4, and 6. Tiska, Wheeler, and Reish. And they are off. So some of the heats are being combined, some aren't. So that's always a good thing. So we've given you a little bit of information on Hope Tiska already. We're going to move on to Alyssa Wheeler. And I did already give you some information on Alyssa Wheeler, I see, as I read her bio, as you watch Reish in lane 6. He always looks to his left or right, always wanting to see where he is in the action here. As you see, Wheeler and Reish have transitioned to the backstroke. So I want to pull up my sheet here and give you some information on Liam, as you see Tiska in lane 2 at the top of the screen here. So Liam wants to give a shout out to his grandparents in California, Colorado, and Cranston. So Liam has relatives all over the place, and we appreciate them taking the time to join us. He's a 500 free swimmer, loves being on the Mount Hope swim team, basically because of the camaraderie. So that is definitely good to hear. And outside of swimming, an interesting fact about Liam, he's an avid sailor and has raced with the Lasers organization and is also a big skier and a theater participant. So Liam is very well-rounded here, as you can see in everything that he does, as we bring you back to the action here in the 2IM. So again, just to level set, we have Hope Tiska in lane 2, Alyssa Wheeler in lane 4, Liam Reish in lane 6 at the bottom of your screen. So Reish has opened up a little bit of a lead on Wheeler in the breaststroke here. So as you've seen many times over the past few weeks, things can change very quickly depending on the stroke. So Reish is first to the wall. Tiska is making a move in lane 2. So Tiska has been trailing both Reish and Wheeler for most of this race. She made a move in the breaststroke here. She may have taken over first place. Let's see who gets to the wall first. And it is indeed going to be Hope Tiska out of lane 2 in the green cap at the top of the screen. So while Reish and Wheeler get out to a quick start, it has been Hope Tiska in the second half of this race who has made a strong push, and she will be a winner of the 200 IM, followed closely by Alyssa Wheeler with Liam Reish probably about a millisecond behind. So once again, you have a situation there where Hope Tiska out of lane 2 was behind for the first half of that race and then really turned it on when it came time for the breaststroke. So we'll move on to the 50 free here. We may see a full pool of 50 freers. Let's see. Are they going to combine? No, they're not. Okay, so we're going to go with the girls. 50 free. So in lane 2 will be Allison Devine. In lane 4 will be Annie Krizwicki. And in lane 6 will be Isabella McAdams. So Devine in 2, Krizwicki in 4, McAdams in lane 6. This is the 50 free. So this one will be over quick. So this is not a familiar face. So Isabella McAdams, she's swimming her first race of the season tonight. So congratulations to Isabella here in lane 6. But it's going to be Devine and Krizwicki, and it looks like it's going to be Allison Devine in lane 2. Just out touching Annie Krizwicki in lane 4. with McAdams coming in third out of lane 6. Great job by all of the 50 free swimmers here. And we're going to move into the boys 50 free, which will feature Ryan Patullo in lane 2, Brandon Nelson in lane 4, Sean Cummins in lane 6. So Cummins is a freshman. Last week was his first ever competitive meet. Sean did a great job, so I know his parents and all his friends and family out there are very proud of what he was able to do last week. Nelson and Patullo, both juniors. And we're off here in the 50 free. So again, you have Patullo in lane 2, Nelson in lane 4, Cummins in lane 6, and it's Patullo out to the quick start in lane 2. And no one is going to catch Ryan tonight. Ryan Patullo will be your winner. Lane 2 in the 50 free, followed closely by Brandon Nelson in lane 4 and Sean Cummins in lane 6. So Patullo got out to a really quick start. He did not look back, and we are already into the 100 fly tonight. Okay, so I think we're going to have a break in the action here. This could be this could be the break, the five-minute break. Oh, trying to get the attention of the coach, but we can't. So listen, folks, while we have a little break in the action, we have 38 people now. Who do you have in the Super Bowl this weekend? Once again, I would assume most folks from this area with the Brady and Gronk connection have the Buccaneers, but there could be some Chiefs fans, so I'll tell you myself, I am definitely rooting for the Buccaneers. Like to see Tom win another another ring. So who do you got out there? We have 39 people now on the live stream. So you are showing up 4 times as much as one of the other local high schools here this afternoon. So once again, thank you for taking the time. Jackie Texera, yeah, Tampa. I'm with you, Jackie. We've hit 40. So I believe, I'd have to check the numbers. The first meet that we did here, I think we were in the 20s. And I challenged the Mount Hope family and community to show up a little better the following week. And I believe that week we broke 40. And once again, now we are up to 41 people on the live stream. Also, we do have a Chiefs fan, Bill Nelson, chiming in. Bill is rooting for the Chiefs this weekend. I do have a little bit of a rooting interest for the Buccaneers with the Brady and Gronk connection, but I think it's going to be a fantastic game. Two very evenly matched up teams here. And that's what we are doing. It looks like they're taking a little break in the action. There's usually an intermission at some point as we move along in the program. We're already into the 100 fly. For the girls, it will feature Dana Cobery and Isabel Correa. On the boys' side, it will be Luke Krozak. So they may combine those heats. I'm not quite sure. All right, so we got one Tampa Bay and one Chiefs. Come on, folks. Who else are we rooting for here? Who's rooting for who? I need to get a feel for the sports temperature here in Bristol, Warren, and all over the country, because that's where we have people in on. So John and Felicia De Silva cheering on Brandon. Thank you for taking the time to join us. Josh and Felicia, I do recognize that name as being here probably for the past 2 meets. So Sean's grandfather says Tampa too. Yeah, I think the combination of Brady and Gronk in Tampa would lead me to believe that most of the listening audience here would be rooting for Tampa this weekend. I'll tell you, I don't know about you, but for me, it's still very awkward seeing Brady in a uniform other than a New England uniform. Really disappointed that the Patriots let that happen. So really would like Tom to go out and get another ring here for sure. So the swimmers are lined up at the wide end of the pool, as you can see. So it will be Cobrey, Correa, and Krozak. So I believe they will be combining the heats for this. So Tomas checking in for Luke. You're going to be able to see Luke momentarily here in the 100 fly. And like most of the boys Mount Hope swimmers, nobody wears a cap. I do see one cap. But the majority of the Mount Hope boys do not wear caps. So that's a little interesting. I know we've talked about that before. So here we go. Swimmers have made their way to the blocks. This is going to be the 100 fly. We'll feature in lane 2, Dana Cobrey. In lane 4, Correa. And in lane 6 will be Luke Krozak. So Cobrey, Correa, and Krozak. This is the 100 fly. So Cobrey in 2, Correa in 4, Krozak in lane 6 here in the 100 fly. Cobrey in the white cap, Correa in the black cap. Krozak in lane 6, closest to the camera position here at the bottom of the screen. So it is Cobrey who's going to be a leader after the first 50. Correa and Krozak, though, right behind, but it is Dana Cobrey in lane 2, first to touch, followed by Correa in 4 and Krozak in lane 6. So let's see if Cobrey is able to maintain her lead. Correa and Krozak both have shown in previous meets that they saved the best for last, but it is Cobrey to the wall first as her Mount Hope teammates cheer her on. She has a pretty sizable lead on Correa in lane 4. And Krozak in lane 6. So it looked like as this race went on, Cobrey picked up some speed. Dana hits the wall. She will be the winner of the 100 fly. Let's see, and it looks like it's going to be Correa. So Isabel Correa in lane 4, out-touching Krozak. So your finish will be Cobrey, Correa, and Krozak. That will bring us to the 100 free on the girls' side. Okay, since we combine. So you'll see in lane 2, Eva White. In lane 4, Allison Devine. And in lane 6, Meg Harley. So White, Devine, Harley, lanes 2, 4, and 6. Allison's mother, Jen, volunteer timer for us tonight. You'll see her behind lane 1 at the top of the screen. So this is the 100 free. So as expected, Eva White out to a quick early lead here. So as we continue to follow the action with White, Devine, and Harley, give a little shout out here to Meg Harley, right? So Meg's a freshman on this Mount Hope team. She's very proud of the fact that she made the team and following in her big brother Ben's footsteps. So Ben's a senior. You heard about Ben a little bit earlier. Standout, lifelong cross-country runner, making the transition to swim. And Meg's also an honor student. So again, just like most, if not all of these Mount Hope swimmers excelling in the classroom and the pool, you'll see Eva White in lane 2. She will be your winner of the 100 free. Allison Devine, Allison's in lane 4. She will come in second. So we'll watch the touch there from Devine. We'll bring you the action from Meg, who is a freshman once again on the Mount Hope team. Nice to see Meg getting an opportunity to swim on the same team as her big brother, Ben. And a strong finish from Harley here. Really strong final 25, so great job closing out the 100 free here. And we'll move on to the boys 100 free, which will feature in lane 2, Jacob Perry, in lane 4, Ryan Patullo, and in lane 6 will be Aiden Panza. So Perry, Patullo, and Panza, lanes 2, 4, and 6 here tonight from Pod Swimming in East Providence, Rhode Island, as the girls have cleared the pool here. So Perry, Patullo, Panza from top to bottom. It's going to be Perry after the first 25. I'll tell you, Perry and Patullo battling pretty strong here. Jacob is in the lead. He'll touch first at the 50 mark. So at the halfway point, he's got about a second to a second and a half lead on Ryan Patullo in lane 4. Will Patullo catch him, or will Perry continue to motor through here? It is Perry who is first to touch. It's going to take a monumental effort for Patullo to make up this ground, and it will be Jacob Perry out of lane 2, your 100 free winner, followed by Ryan Patullo. Aiden Panza making a late push at the end here. He will come in third place. So great job by Perry, Patullo, and Panza there in this 100 free. So folks, just like that, we are into, geez, this is moving. We are into the 500 free. So on the boys' side, it will be Nick Marsili and Ben Harley. On the girls' side, it will be Annie Krzyzewicki and Laura Deal. So I'll give you those lane assignments in a second here. So it looks like Harley will be Harley in 5, Marsili in 4. Looks like Krzyzewicki in 2 and Deal in 3. So here we go, folks. This is the 500 free. So just jumping into the live chat here. So Megan's grandmother is rooting her on from Washington State. So welcome. We have folks from all over the country once again. So we have folks chiming in from California and Washington State. So the West Coast being represented very well tonight here for your Mount Hope Huskies. And this 500, all about pacing. We've talked about this many times before. You certainly don't want to get out too quick in the 500 and die at the end. Conversely, you don't want to get to the final 100 here and have a ton left in the tank. So it's all about pacing, being able to pace yourself correctly. All four swimmers really sticking together here. Again, lots of team pride and camaraderie here for your Mount Hope Huskies. Always cheering each other on. Oh no, did Laura... So they combine the heats, and I should know each of these swimmers by face at this point. But I don't know whether that was Laura or Annie in lane 3, but they lost their cap. I believe that's Laura Deal. So she's in the middle of the pool with no cap. Marcilli, who is in lane 4, has opened up a little bit of a lead here as the swimmers march towards the 7th lap here. So I certainly sympathize. Again, I believe it's Laura. I hope I'm not identifying Laura incorrectly. I believe it was Laura who lost her cap. So having two daughters that are both swimmers, my oldest daughter, Addison, who is 14, swears against using conditioner in her hair the day before a meet, because she says that once the cap goes on and the water gets in there, that the cap has a tendency to come off pretty easily. So I guess, venture a guess, that's what happened to Laura, but she keeps motoring on here. Once again, we've seen swimmers losing their goggles, losing their caps. Biggest thing is to just keep going, and that's what she's doing here tonight. So Marcilli's still your leader in the middle of the pool here. Nick with a very nice, steady pace here. Only 2 meets here at Pods today. Typically on Fridays over the past month, it's been Seekonk High School, your Mount Hope Huskies, and Wheeler. But Wheeler is having their swim meet here tomorrow for the week. So we had Seekonk this afternoon at 2, Mount Hope tonight at 7:30, and then we will have more live swimming action from Pods with the Wheeler Warriors tomorrow afternoon at 1 o'clock. So getting back to the action here in the 500, you see from the boys' side, Marcilli is in lane 4. Annie Krzyzwicki in lane 2. So it's really Krzyzwicki and Marcilli who are battling it out here. Yes, Washington State, Florida, California, Colorado, Rhode Island, we are covered from coast to coast. Oh, and Bill Nelson telling me we had some folks joining us from the Azores last week. So hey, the marvels of modern technology, fantastic. As you continue to watch your Huskies churn it out here. So Krzyzwicki in lane 2 has opened up she's got about a body length lead on Nick Marsili here. Swimmer's almost 3/4 of the way through this 500. Deal in lane 3 continues to power her way through, losing her cap. But she continues to do a great job, as does Ben Harley, who is in lane 5. So trying to get everyone into the shot at once. Again, Krzyzewski in lane 2. Marsili is in lane 4. You'll have to, and that's the bell lap for Krzyzewski. So she's on her final 2 laps. She'll start her final 50 here. And typically, once the swimmers hear that bell, you'll see the pace get picked up a little bit, and that's what will happen here. Marsili has pulled out a little bit. Will he have enough to catch Krzyzewski in lane 2 for your final 25 here? So Krzyzewski has about a 2-second lead on him. She is not going to give up the lead, folks. It will be Annie Krzyzewski in lane 2, your 500 free winner, followed by Nick Marsili, Ben Harley, and Laura Deal. So fantastic job by the boys and girls here in the 500, as Harley is going to finish up his last lap. And I'll give you a little sneak peek at his teammates cheering enthusiastically for Ben. Ben's got one more lap to go here. So Harley will finish up here. Great job by Ben, grinding out the 500 free here in a very difficult event. And folks, that will take us to the 200 free relay. So for the 2 free relay, we have 2 teams on the girls' entry. So we're going to have Alyssa Wheeler, Hope Tiska, Allison Devine, and Dana Cobry, followed by the second team of Serena Souza, Meg Harley, Laura Deal, and Anna Krzyzewski. So Deal and Krzyzewski, no time to rest here. They're right out of the pool for the 500 and right back in the pool for the 200 free relay. We're up to 42 folks on the live stream, so that's a high for the week so far. Once again, thank you for taking the time to join us here from Pod Swimming in East Providence, Rhode Island on this cold Friday night, February 5th. Ladies are making their way to the blocks here. So it'll be, Team 1 will be Wheeler, Tiska, Devine, and Cobry. Team 2 will be Souza, Harley, Deal, and Krzyzewski here. So I think the team of Wheeler, Tiska, Devine, and Cobry will be in lane 2, while the team of Souza, Harley, Deal, and Krzyzewski will be in lane 4. Okay, so ladies are making their way to the starting blocks here today. Just checking the live chat, making sure I'm not missing anything. We do have TP from South Florida here. I did miss that earlier. So thank you for joining us here TP from South Florida. A little different weather in South Florida than East Providence, Rhode Island. I'm guessing you're probably in the, what, 80s? Mid 70s, low 80s. Nice tropical breeze. Meanwhile, we're probably about 35 to 40 degrees and we have 6 to 8 inches of snow coming Sunday. So welcome to New England here. So again, your team of Wheeler, Tiska, Divine, and Cobry will be in lane 2. Lane 4 will be Souza, Harley, Deal, and Chris Wicki here in the 200 free relay. Get you a little zoom into the action here. The officials are at the scorer's table. So Lynn telling us, Southern California, 72 degrees today and sunny. I'll tell you, Lynn, I forget exactly where you are. I think we talked about Malibu before, but San Diego, Oceanside area, one of my favorite places to be ever. I went to the Patriots-Chargers game out in San Diego probably 5 or 6 years ago now, and I did not want to come home. If I could have weather like that every single day in the mid-70s and sunny year-round, oh, certainly an upgrade over what we have in New England. Yet, for all of you New Englanders here, myself included, we continue to live here. So we have no right to complain. So we're a little break in the action. The officials are at the scorer's table. I'm not sure what they're doing. Doing something official. Now the official is meeting with one of the timers, going over something. So again, this will be the 200 free relay. The team in lane 2 will be Wheeler, Tiska, Divine, and Cobry. The team in lane 4 will be Souza, Harley, Deal, and Chris Wicki. So fortunately for Laura and Annie, they are swimming the back end of this 200 free as they just finished the 500 free. So it would seem to be a little cruel to put them in the front end here. So fortunately they're on the back end here. They get a little bit of a rest as we go along here. Officials are still at the scorer's table. I'm not sure what the holdup, but I am happy that Laura and Annie get a little bit of extra time to relax here. Okay, the meeting of the minds has ended, and we are ready to get back into some swim action here. So this is the 200 free relay. Once again, in lane 2 will be Wheeler, Tiska, Divine, and Cobry. Lane 4 will be Souza, Harley, Deal, and Chris Wicki. Wheeler and Souza will lead us off here. So Wheeler in lane 2, Souza in lane 4. Looks like Wheeler's going to get to the wall first in lane 2. Probably about a half a second ahead of Souza. So Wheeler will transition over to Tiska. Souza will hand it off to Harley. Let's watch these transitions. We did have, well, that's a clean one and that's a clean one. We did have a false start in the Seekonk meet this afternoon. Again, the swimmer who is on the blocks, their feet cannot come apart from the blocks until the swimmer in the pool's hand touches the wall. So we had a pretty blatant false start earlier this afternoon, but these swimmers from your Huskies seem to be doing it right. You'll see Tiska in lane 2 breaking away. She's going to hand it over to Allison Divine as we watch this transition in lane 2. Tiska to the wall, Divine in the water. Meg Harley's going to hand it over to Laura Deal. Let's hope Laura's cap stays on this time. Laura's in the water. I think she's going to be determined not to let that cap come off this time. As you see Divine make her way toward transitioning over to your anchor. In lane 2 will be Dana Cobry. Cobry's in the water. Good transition. Deal will hand it over to Annie Kruzwicki. Deal looked very strong in this 200 free after racing the 500, as I'm sure Kruzwicki will as well. Annie is in the water here. Deal kept her cap on. Everybody's happy. But folks, it's going to be lane 2. The team of Alyssa Wheeler, Hope Tiska, Allison Devine, and Dana Cobry. They'll be your 200 free relay winners tonight out of lane 2. So great job, ladies. Kruzwicki is finishing up her 50 as her teammates cheer on. So great job by Annie there as well. So puts the finishing touches on the 2 free relay, and we'll move into the boys 2 free relay. Once again, like the girls, there'll be 2 teams. So first team likely in lane 2 will be Luke Krozak, Gordon Kopecki, Ryan Patullo, and anchored by Jacob Perry. In lane 4 looks to be Sean Cummings, Liam Reish, Brandon Nelson, and Nick Marsili. So Krozak, Kopecki, Patullo, and Perry in lane 2, and Cummins, Reish, Nelson, and Marsili in lane 4 as the ladies make their way out of the pool. The boys are lining up. A lot of great personalities on this Mount Hope team, always having a good time, win, lose, or draw. Everybody's smiling. That's what we like to see here. So Krozak will be first in the pool in lane 2, Cummins in lane 4. This is the boys 200 free relay. So it's Krozak to the wall first. He's going to hand it off to Gordon Kopecki in lane 2. So a great start by the relay team in lane 2. Good transition. Kopecki is in the water. Kopecki is going to have about a 4 to 5 second lead on team 2, where you see Liam Reish in the water now out of lane 4. Kopecki has made the turn here. He's going to hand it off to Ryan Patullo in lane 2 with a very sizable lead. So here's the transition, Kopecki to Patullo. Patullo is in the water. We'll stay at this end of the pool for Reish, who hands it off to Brandon Nelson. So you have Ryan Patullo in lane 2, Brandon Nelson in lane 4. The team in lane 2 is Ryan Patullo is flying here. He's going to hand it off to Jacob Perry, one of the faster freestylers on this Mount Hope team. Brandon Nelson will hand it off to Nick Marsili here. Nick is in lane 4. Let's watch Nick's entry into the pool. Nick is in the water, but the story is lane 2. Jacob Perry will bring it home here. Your boys' 200 free relay winners will be Luke Krozak, Gordon Kopecki, Ryan Patullo, and Jacob Perry as we watch Marsili here in lane 4, your anchor on team 2. Nick also swimming the 500 and not getting a lot of rest here, so great job by Nick Marsili here as well as that closes out our 200 free relay, and we will move on to the 100 back. The girls 100 back. Girls are already lined up. They're ready to go. Korea and Wheeler, I'll tell you, they are ready to go over there. They're wasting no time getting to the starting blocks. Boys haven't even cleared the pool, so you're going to have Korea in lane 2, Wheeler in lane 4 in the 100 back. Boys had a great 200 free relay. Once again, the winning team of Krozak, Kopecky, Patullo, and Perry. They were your winners here. 100 back will feature Korea in lane 2, Wheeler in lane 4. This is the girls' 100 back. Look at this, both Korea and Wheeler neck and neck on their start here. This is shaping up to be a really good race. It's going to be Korea in lane 2 who got to the wall first. She maintains about a body length lead on Wheeler, but as we've seen, anything can happen here. Korea is to the wall first. She's finished her first 50. Wheeler is at the wall. Korea is still maintaining that about a 1 body length lead here. We'll see what happens in the final 25. Korea to the wall first in lane 2. Very steady, powerful stroke by Korea in lane 2. She's been able to maintain her pace all the way through as she hits the flags. It will be Isabel Korea in lane 2, your 100 back winner, followed by Alyssa Wheeler in lane 4. So great job to Isabel and Alyssa there in the 100 back, and that'll bring us to the boys' 100 back, which will feature in lane 2, Gordon Kopecky, in lane 4, Aiden Panza. So Kopecky and Panza here in the boys' 100 back. Great job by Korea there and Wheeler on the girls' side. As Kopecky and Panza enter the water, this is the boys' 100 back. So Kopecky in lane 2, Panza in lane 4. As he likes to do, Gordon is hugging the lane line, so he seems to start off the race always in the middle of the pool. And as you can see he's doing here, he drifts typically towards his left-hand side as he's hugging that lane line, finishing up his first 50. So it is Kopecky in the lead, and once again you'll see here he starts to the middle of the pool, and about halfway through, like right now, he's right up against that lane line. This is something that I noticed during the first meet, but it doesn't seem to slow Gordon down. As he hits the wall, he'll make the turn for his final 25. You see Panza as well in lane 4. But this 100 back is going to be owned by Gordon Kopecky in lane 2. Kopecky was out fast and he's in fast. He will be your winner of the boys' 100 back as Panza hits the wall. He's made the turn to come home here in his 100 back. And once again, as we get towards the end of the program, we've had another great night of swimming from your Mount Hope Huskies. We appreciate you taking the time to join us here as you watch Panza finish up his 100 back. We'll move on to the girls. This will be the girls' 100 breast. Hope Tiska will be in lane 2, Laura Deal in lane 4. So Tiska in 2, Deal in 4. We've seen Tiska swimming the 2IM earlier and really making a move on the field in the breaststroke portion of the event. So it seems like breaststroke is a very good stroke for Tiska, so we'll see how this shakes out. Once again, Hope Tiska in lane 2, Laura Deal in lane 4. This is the 100 breaststroke. So it was Tiska to the wall first. She had a great turn there. The transition from the two-hand touch to going the other way was very quick. She's bounced out to a really early lead here on Laura Deal. Let's see if Laura can make a comeback here. It is Tiska who hits the wall first after her first 50. She's got about a 5-second lead on Laura Deal. We'll see if she can hold that lead up. Tiska seems to be getting stronger as this race goes on, with her Mount Hope teammates cheering her on. And it will be Hope Tiska in lane 2, the winner of the girls. She's looking at her time. I think she was looking for a qualifying time. I see the timer's excited. Hope seems to be excited. I think she was racing for a cut time there as Laura Deal finishes up in lane 4. So once again, the winner of the girls 100 breast will be Hope Tiska out of lane 2 with Laura Deal in second place. And that will bring us to the boys 100 breast, which will feature Liam Reish and Brandon Nelson. So Reish and Nelson will be your two swimmers here. I saw Tiska trying to get her time. I wonder if that was a cut time. I was going to ask her, but I don't think I'm going to be able to here. Was that a cut time for you?
It was a state.
So that was a state's time for Hope Tiska. So you saw her checking the time there. So the boys are off. So congratulations to Hope Tiska, who, by virtue of her performance here in the 100 breasts, made a state's qualifying time. And we're bringing it back to live action here. So Reish and Nelson in the water. Nelson in lane 2, Reish in lane 4. Reish wearing his customary white goggles. Love the style. Nelson in lane 2, black cap, top of your screen. Reish has about a half-second lead right now. Let's see where they stand at the 50 mark here. So Reish has about a half a second lead on Nelson here. So we'll see what happens in the second half of this race. Can Reish maintain his lead? Is Nelson going to chase him down? We will see what happens here. Reish maintains that lead. Let's see. Once again, Reish with about a half a second lead on Nelson. So here we go, folks. Down the stretch. Can Nelson catch Reish? Nelson in lane 2. Reish in lane 4. And Nelson and Reish are neck and neck, folks. As we get to the flags, it looks like Nelson has pulled away, and it's going to be Brandon Nelson in lane 2. Your victor here in the 100 breast. Reish was leading from wire to wire. About halfway through the last lap, Brandon Nelson with the late push, and he's going to be your winner here in the 100 breast. So great race, Liam and Brandon. And folks, this will take us to our last event of the night. This will be the 400 free relay, 2 teams. First team will feature Divine, Krizwicki, Correa, and White. Second team will feature Cobry, Deal, Souza, and Harley. So this will be the girls' 400 free relay. Nice race, fellas. So it will be Divine and Cobry in the pool first. Divine in lane 2, Cobri in lane 4. This is the 4 free relay. So Divine in lane 2, Dana Cobri in lane 4, starting off this 400 free relay on what will be the final event of the night here at Pod Swimming in East Providence, Rhode Island. So very tight matchup here, Divine and Cobri. Looks like Divine hit the wall first in lane 2. She probably has about a quarter-second lead on Dana. Too close to call here, though. Both of these ladies with a very smooth and strong freestyle stroke. It's Divine who hits the wall first again at the 75 mark. So Divine will hand off to Krizwicki. Cobri will hand off to Deal. Deal having a very busy night here tonight. And it is Cobri who hands it off to Deal first. So Dana Cobri, with her late push there, overtook Allison Divine. And now we have Annie Krizwicki in lane 2, Laura Deal in lane 4. Both of these swimmers having a very busy past 10 minutes here, as Deal swam the 500, then had another race, and now she's in the 400 free relay. As you see Annie Krizwicki in lane 2 opening up a little bit of a lead here. So Krizwicki will hand it off to Korea. Isabel coming off a strong 100 back performance. And Deal will hand it off to Serena Souza. So let's watch the transition here. Krizwicki to Korea. Excellent entry in the pool by Korea. She's off. Deal will hand it off to Serena Souza. We'll stick with you here in lane 4 for that transition. Deal to Souza. Good transition there. No fault starts. So you have in lane 2 at the top of the screen, Isabel Correa. In lane 4, Serena Souza. But so far it is the team of Divine, Krizwicki, and Correa out in front to a big lead. This was a very interesting race so far. Divine probably led for 75 of her 100 yards. Cobri overtook her at the end. But from there, it has been all Divine, Krizwicki, Correa, and White. So Correa will come home here. She'll hand it off to Eva White. In lane 2, one of the strongest freestylers on this Mount Hope team. So Eva White in lane 2. We have Serena Souza in lane 4. She's going to finish up her 100. She's going to hand it off to Meg Harley. As you see Souza and White both in the picture at this time. Gracefully moving throughout the water. Let's watch the transition with Souza to Harley. Meg Harley is in the water here. She's the final swimmer on Relay Team 2 as you watch Eva White at the top of your screen. Motoring along in her 75. Eva really has a smooth, graceful freestyle stroke here. Very efficient, and she will finish up. So your winners in the 400 free relay will be the team of Divine, Krizwicki, Correa, and White. So great job to the ladies there as you watch Megan Harley, she's about to hit the wall and finish her final 50 here. Megan, once again, a freshman here on the Mount Hope team. Her brother Ben is a senior on the team, so a unique opportunity for both siblings to be on the same team. Megan's Mount Hope teammates chanting her name here. It's again great teamwork, great sportsmanship. An outstanding job by Megan Harley finishing up here. They'll take second, the team of Cobry, Deal, Souza, and Harley. But once again, it was Devine, Krizwicki, Correa, and White, your winners out of lane 2. And that will bring us to our final event of the night here, folks. Final event, final heat of the night. This is the boys 400 free relay. Team 1 will consist of Luke Krozak, Gordon Kopecki, Ryan Patullo, and Jacob Perry. Second team will consist of Aiden Panza, Ben Harley, Liam Reish, and Nick Marsili. So once again, Krozak, Kopecki, Patullo, and Perry in lane 2. Panza, Harley, Reish, and Marsili in lane 4. All right, Krozak and Panza are in the water here in our final event of the night from Pod Swimming for your Rhode Island Interscholastic League swim matchup with your Mount Hope Huskies versus Mount St. Charles and Blackstone Valley Prep. You are watching Luke Krozak in lane 2, Aiden Panza in lane 4. Panza has jumped out to a little bit of a lead on Krozak here. Panza's in lane 4. Both swimmers are into the second half of their 100. Panza looks to be getting stronger as this 100 goes on. Powerful freestyle stroke by Aiden here in lane 4. So Krozak trying to make a move here, but it will be Panza handing it off to Ben Harley first. Krozak will hand it off to Kopecki. So Harley is in the water, Kopecki's in the water. Let's see what happens here. We just watched Ben's younger sister Megan compete in this 400 free relay. Now Ben is in the water. So Kopecki in lane 2 takes the lead here on Harley. Still a very close race as both of these swimmers will touch the wall at their first 50. But it is Kopecki in lane 2 who has maintained his lead here. Kopecki will hand it off to Ryan Patullo, Harley to Reish. So Kopecki to Patullo will happen first in lane 2. Harley to Reish in lane 4. Good transition. So Ryan Patullo in lane 2. Liam Reish in lane 4. So Patullo has finished up his first 50, as has Liam Reish here. Patullo with a big lead here in lane 2. So Patullo will hand it off to the speedy anchor, Jacob Perry, out of lane 2. Let's watch this transition here. Perry is in the water. Reish will hand it off to Nick Marsili in lane 4. So Marsili is in the water. He's in lane 4. Perry is in lane 2. Perry has 2 more laps to go here. The team of Krozak, Kopecky, Patullo, and Perry really putting on a show tonight here in this 400 free relay. Great performance. Both teams have done a great job, but it has been that team who has a sizable lead and will take home the top spot here. Once again, Luke Krozak, Gordon Kopecky, Ryan Patullo, and Jacob Perry will finish up in lane 2. They will be the winners of the 400 free relay tonight here from Pods as you watch Nick Marsili finish up here. He's in lane 4. So the team of Panza, Harley, Reish, and Marsili will come in second. And folks, that's a wrap for the night swimming here at Pod Swimming. We appreciate you taking the time to join us here. Now, I believe the next Mount Hope meet, I've been told, and I could be wrong, is going to be the last one, and that will be on February 15th. So Monday, February 15th. I don't know the time yet, so stay tuned on that with information from your coaches and your swimmers here. But once again, we certainly appreciate you all taking the time to join us tonight. Your Mount Hope Huskies had another great performance here at Pods Swimming. So until February 15th, which will be our, I hope it's not our last meet, but I believe it is going to be our last meet. I've had a great job this season being able to bring you all of your Mount Hope swim meets in this very unusual environment. But once again, this is Jeremy Abreu signing off from Pod Swimming in East Providence. I hope you have a great night, a great weekend, and go Buccaneers. Take care, folks. Have a great night.